Surfing, with its laid-back hippie image and astonishing athleticism and skill, is not known as one of the royal sports of kings, but bizarre as it may sound, it could be. Recently discovered photographs have revealed the sport's noble roots. The short-reigned King Edward VIII was one of its earliest fans, and they're on show at a new exhibition of British surfing in Devon. David Fuller is there.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
Devon in early April doesn't feel like California, especially when the swell is less than a foot high, but it's an unfair comparison. This is what North Devon surf looks like on a good day, which is why it lures surfers from across the country, creating a sport now worth £100 million to the economy in the southwest. British surfing has come a long way from its image in the 80s, when it puzzled and amused in equal measure.
Newquay this week is probably the only beach in the world where you can go surfing without getting your hair wet, unless it's raining, which it usually is.
Now a sign that it's truly arrived. From tomorrow, it could be said, surfing officially becomes part of Britain's history, when the British Surfing Museum opens in Broughton. That's if it's ready in time.
This surfboard is actually one of the oldest surviving British surfboards. It dates from just after the First World War in Germany.
The museum came out of Peter Robinson's research into the history of British surfing, which dates it well before the 1960s, to an age of aristocratic dabbling, when even royalty gave it a go. This never-before-seen photograph shows the Prince of Wales, the future King Edward VIII, surfing in Hawaii in 1920, and the board he rode.
The sense that we get from the documentation that survived and the pictures that survive is that it was, very much you might have a game of tennis or a game of croquet and then do some jolly good surf riding in the afternoon. And then when the 50s and 60s came along, it imported that already developed, particularly Californian surf culture that was much more rebellious and kind of underground in a way, and it opened it up to a whole different type of person.
For the museum to be a success, it will have to capture the passion of the estimated 500,000 regular surfers in the UK.
What we want to see is big, long paddles, okay?
The kind of passion that brings them out here on a grey day in early spring.
Oh, it's absolutely lovely. Really, really cold.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, the waves were quite clean, not too bad.
Really fun, but just too cold.
At least now they can say they're taking part in a great British tradition.